Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to this very late night stream, you guys. I know I did a lot of these back when I was streaming pretty regularly, so I figured, well, why not hop back into the simulator, have some time. So, I mean, I woke up pretty late today, so I'm gonna be up a little bit longer. So, if I do get tired, I won't do the turn today. But as you guys can tell from the title, ladies and gents, we are in Asia. We are in Asia. We spent a little bit of time in the United States of America and spent actually a lot of time here before the stream, actually just trying to get this the scenery working. I was trying to find sceneries that worked. Some of this is very outdated, but you know, I'm gonna try my very best for you guys to. Let me turn the sounds on real quick so you guys can hear the sounds. Okay. But in any event, Asia sceneries are tough, especially if you're just looking for like freeware stuff. There's a really good Jeju City, or I mean, it's not really good, but for freeware, it's pretty good. There's a Jeju City scenery in Jeju Island in Korea that we'll be rocking today, and we are here in Shanghai. We are at Hangzhou International Airport, one of the few airports in Shanghai City. So, as you can see, this a very basic one. You got some nice buildings over there also to kind of accentuate the fact that this is in the city. There you see the city out there. But in any event, it's better than nothing. So here we are. I don't want to make you guys too dizzy here. Rocking the Jeju Air 737 livery here. Very beautiful livery, like the orange in it. So yeah, we are technically in an international wing of the airport right now, because well, technically we are flying international today. Just it's going to be an hour flight basically. So one of the shorter ones, but we are here, and also it's one of the two I guess parking spots where they have auto gate. So this one and the one all the way over there, so and they're both in the international terminal, so I kind of had no choice. But yeah, so we are here in Shanghai, and I am going to hop right into the cockpit, and we are going to do this. And I'm going to try and do this without the checklist today. I'm going to try and do this all on my own. If I forget anything, make sure to let me know, because if I forget something, the airplane's going to yell at me for it. So, all right, so let's hop upstairs here. Okay, battery can come on. Everything looks fine and dandy up there. We're going to go over here to our electronic flight bag, and we're going to go to ground services. We'll connect our GPU, set our chalks in. And while we're here, we might as well just pre-plan our better pushback, just so we don't forget about that once we get moving here. It's a perfect spot right there. Perfect.
All right, Captain. Got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
Oh, we got the cool guy. We got the cool guy. So anyway, back here, everything looks good there. All that is fine. We'll open our doors. Only one we will not open is that one. We are going to go to ground handling. We're going to select the default livery here, and we're going to get them rolling up. Takes a minute for it to load, so give it a second here. Saying not respond. Okay, there we go. So we need these, and then we'll drive them up. Perfect. simulator is being a little slow right now. I don't know why. There they go. They're driving up right now. Okay, so we're gonna go upstairs here, and we are going to bring our ground power online. Okay, we're gonna go up here. We're gonna align our IRS to nav. Perfect. Window heat can come on. Perfecto. Logo light can come on. All this can stay off right now. Okay. We'll have that on auto. That on auto. Perfect. And then we're going to start our flight leg. So we start loading on people. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to go over to SimBrief real quick. We're going to put in some numbers, you guys. Okay. Let me move this over here. Oops, that's in the way. My dinner is in the way. I was eating dinner as I was setting this up.
We are expecting a full flight today. Please do us a big favor. Make sure once you make your way towards the back of the aircraft, look to your left and right if you see an open seat.
So the one thing that will be a little unrealistic is the PA system. I don't know if it's going to have any... I have it on the auto setting, so I know there's no Jeju Air audio pack for this. So I'm like, you know, it's better than nothing. So, okay. So, we're going to go to our weight, fuel, and balance page. We're going to go to our payload page. Our payload today... Let's see.
Guys, the wheel's on board.
Payload. There we go. It's 12.3, right? 12.3, yep. Put that on in there. Perfect. And then we're going to go to our fuel. And we need 5.8 kilos of fuel. So we'll put that in there. Perfect. I'm going to call the fuel truck. Perfect. So they are refueling the plane as we speak right now. Perfect. There he is. Perfect. Okay. So, everything looks good on that. So now we're going to go down here. We're going to go to our FMC page. Everything is updated there. We'll go here, our ref airport. Just happens to be Shanghai, so we'll do Zulu. Oh, yes. Boom. Bam. Bop. Perfect. I'm not used to seeing an E there. We're on the other side of the planet right now, so that's fine. Okay, so all that's good. We'll go to here. We'll insert that into there. Our destination today will be Zulu. I'm trying to remember this. Or no, not Zulu. What am I doing? RKPC for Jeju City. Our flight number today is JJA 6299. Boom. Now this is not a real world flight. This would never ever happen. So just letting you know, if you guys are trying to look it up on FlightAware, it's not going to come up. Our departing runway today is 36 right. Now let me just ensure on my charts that that is a participating runway. Go to the ATIS here. No real ATIS available. Okay. That's upsetting. Let me go to trying to figure out what okay, here we go. Runways. It looks like all of them are in use right now. So, I mean, there's only 2 runways here. 18 is running south, and 36 is running north, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, 36 right, did it say? It said 36 right, correct? Hello, looking for my thing. Yeah, 36 right. So we'll put that in there. Activate that and execute. Okay, so now we're going to go to our departures page. We'll go here. The departure today is LAM 71D. LAM 71D. There is no transition. It's lambing. That is the transition, but that's we're gonna have to put that in on our own here. So we'll execute that. We'll go back to our route page, just check. Oh, it actually is already in there, so it's fine. Perfect. I guess that's the only one. So we are taking some airways today. Airway, it's Alpha 593. And then we're going to, sadly, spelled a little bit differently, but it's sadly. The Chinese way of spelling it. I'm Asian, guys. I'm not being racist. Okay, execute that. Perfect. Another airway. 590, I think. 590, perfect. We'll put that in there. And it's LGEP. LGEP is the waypoint. We're going to LGEP. Perfect. And then another airway.
Fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Thank you, sir. And then we're going to Sazdo. Oops. Perfect. Sazdo. And that's actually our transition into our arrival. So we're gonna go to our arrivals page, or departure arrival index. We'll go here. Sazdo 2M, which is right there, and we are taking the ILS 25 in. ILS 25. We could do Y or Z. I'm gonna pick Z. Why the hell not? Do call transition, and we'll execute that. And we'll look at our routes page, make sure everything looks good there. It does. We'll go to our legs, make sure everything looks good in there, nothing too crazy. Doesn't look crazy at all. So, perfect. So, we'll go back to our route page. We're going to go to our perf init page. This is a very important page we have to get through here. So, we're going to go back to our weight fuel balance page here in our electronic flight bag. We're going to look at our zero fuel weight, which is 5541, 55.4 we should say. So, we'll go here, 55.4, and we'll put that in there. Our ground weight will be calculated there. Our reserves are, it's just one, and our cost index today is 68, almost 67, almost 67. Jesus, transition altitude is that exact? Okay, let me just look that up real quick. Yeah, it's 98.50. Wow. Okay. That's news to me. I'm used to 5,000 in England and 1,800 in or 18,000 in the US, but I mean, we are in Asia after all, so that's fine. Cruise altitude today is 37,000, so we'll do flight level 370, and we'll put that in there. I don't like putting any of that because it's really not required. So we'll go to N1 limit. We will do a toga departure, and We will then go to our takeoff page. Flaps 5 arrival, or departure, excuse me. Those are V speeds. Perfect. Everything looks fine and dandy there. Perfect. So we'll keep it on that page until our IRS is aligned, which it actually is. So we are going to go to our plan page. We'll blow this up a little bit. And then we're going to go to our legs and step through our it's a very interesting arrival into Jeju City, but it's cool. It's a cool arrival. It really is. So we're gonna blow this up a little bit, make sure there's no visible. Does not look like it, so we're good. Perfect. Okay, so we'll go back to our takeoff ref page. So that's up and running, and we'll bring this back to map. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna go here. Pull up our charts again. Charts. Okay. So let me zoom in. Oh crap. Okay. We'll set our course to 003. That is our runway heading, rather. Okay, our Mach speed, or our speed, is V2 plus 15, which is 158. There we go. And we'll set our cruise altitude to 37,000. Okay, perfect. We got to set our altimeter. Weather altimeter 1022, and it stays in HPA 1022. This is on level ground. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, I guess that makes sense. It's got to be on level ground, right? Okay, perfect. So that looks good. We'll go up here. We will spool up our APU. Oh, we're waiting for APU. These guys are done. So we will have them drive away now. There goes our APU. And over here, close most of our doors, not all of them. Okay, perfect. APU is not online just yet for us to be able to turn our gens on. There's the gens. Perfect. Okay, yaw damper can come on since our IRS is aligned. Fuel pumps can come on. Let's look for any orange, guys. Forgot to do that. Oops. Alright, everything looks good up here. We gotta do this. Flight level 370. Our landing altitude into Jeju City. Let me just check that real quick. 118, so we'll do 100.
Okay.
Perfect. That's new. I did not see that. But anyway. None of that can come on yet until we turn on our engine, so that's fine. I think we're pretty much ready to go, actually. Go over here. Welcome everybody on.
Good morning, folks from the flight deck. Get your captain for the ride. It looks like it should be pretty good. So we're planning on a smooth ride. Get you there as soon as we can, and as safe as we can. We'll talk to you once we get airborne. Welcome aboard.
Straight into the point. Straight into the point. Okay. Flight directors can come on. All that has to stay that way, so... I could have swore I just saw the plane move. It's okay. Okay, I think we're ready to go, you guys. I think we are ready to go. So... let's call our, pushback.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Oh, I appreciate it, my man. We'll close this door. And... turn an anti-collision light on, and that'll cue everybody back behind us. That we need to get going.
Boarding is now complete. Flight attendants prepare the cabins. Verify arm doors, standby for all call.
And then we'll close that door.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Well, thanks. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. We are getting ready to push past the gate here, however...
We cannot do so while anybody's standing in the aisle, so we ask that you please take your seats at this time. Be sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened. Thank you.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed, and we're ready to connect.
All right. So we are currently facing south right now. So we're going to have to... I'm going to show you guys. We are going to have to... this might be inverted, because I... no, wait. No, never mind. Never mind. I'm right. 36 right is over here. So we got to go all the way over there. It's a decent scenery. It's not horrible. It's not like... oh my gosh, but... yeah.
Willing or unable to perform the action, or to use any time during the flight without injury to yourself.
Please notify flight attendant for...
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected. Bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Use of devices is permitted while the boarding door is open. Just prior to closing the door, we'll advise you when to turn off and stow all large portable electronic devices. You may continue to use your small lightweight devices as long as they are turned and on airplane mode. Flight attendants, please prepare your doors for departure. Cross-check standby for all calls.
We should have said that a while ago. That's fine. Okay. We'll release our parking brake and we are ready to go. There goes our jetway.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Thank you very much. Alright. Engine number 2. Oops. You know what I forgot to do before I did that? There we go. Forgot the APU bleed. This is what happens when I don't use my, when I don't use the checklist. Waiting for 25 on the N2. There's 25, we'll introduce fuel.
There are so many places to go in this world, and so many airlines that can take you there.
So we thank you.
For making the journey with us.
Thank you.
And now we'd like you to pay attention to the following safety video.
There goes engine number 2. And we're ready to spool up engine number 1. Just make sure everything is good up here. Tremere needs to come on. Oops. Introduce fuel.
U.S. law requires passengers to comply with all signs and crew member instructions about seatbelts and smoking.
So that you may follow along, we have provided a safety instruction card in your seat pocket.
All exits on this airplane are clearly marked. Please refer to the safety instruction card to locate your nearest exit. Keep in mind.
Okay. We are almost ready. Engines are on. So we'll go up here. Go to engine gens.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Yeah, let me do that for you.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
This can come on. Set all this to auto. APU bleed can come off. APU can come off. Everything looks fine up there. There's flaps 5.
The safety instruction card shows the exact location.
To use the vest, open the cover by pulling the red tab or compartment handle to break the seal.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Over your head.
Thank you.
Wrap the strap around your waist and attach the buckle. Pull the loose end of the strap to tighten.
Alright, there's flaps 5. There goes our guy. Do some flight control checks. Left, right, centered off. Back, forward, centered off. Rudder left and rudder right. Perfect. And he's already given us the signal. I didn't even see it, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay. So, everything upstairs is fine. We can start turning on our lights. Our taxi lights can come on. It's pretty much all we need right now. Alright. I think we should get moving to the runway, shall we? Alright. Park brake can come off. Over here, I'm gonna lower these. It's daytime, so it doesn't really matter, but we're moving, guys. You guys are enjoying this Asia stuff. Let me know. Like, subscribe, do whatever. Looking forward to doing more of these flights soon. Pretty straightforward taxi, you guys. Just up Alpha here and vacate onto the runway. There's a there's a U.S. Airways. They've discontinued, but there's a U.S. Airways airplane over there. Not sure what it's doing here, but it's about 12:15 over here in Shanghai. I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong, but I know they're way ahead in time, but... charts. Hotel 7, which is the turn coming up here, and then we will we gotta make sure we don't take we could take maybe we might be able to take Tango here. They give us some more space. Let's go straight ahead here, follow the yellow line. Are telling us to go this way. Huh. All right. Slowing down here. Okay. Park brake can come on for just a minute here. We'll set our brakes to RTO. We'll go upstairs here. Landing lights can all come on. Taxi lights come off. I'll turn our runway turn-offs on. We'll set this to strobe and steady. Wing lights can come on also. And that tells everybody back there to get ready to rock and roll. Just ensure everything is ready to go. Everything does look fine up here. Perfect. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Everything's green all around. Perfection. Alright, we are ready to go, you guys. Who's ready to go to Korea? Or an island in Korea? Alright. Taking this a little bit too slowly. Start speeding up here. Alright, we're lining up nicely. Perfect center line, it looks like. Chrono comes on, and let's get going, you guys. Auto's 40, stable. Don't worry about that beeping, you guys. We'll put down some nose pressure here. Oops, 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 oops. Wrong way. Whoa, 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 whoa.
80 knots.
Cross-checked. Try and get back on that center line here. Went the wrong way on the rudders. E1.
Rotate.
And rotate.
Positive rate.
And gears coming up. Got to arm VNav and LNav. That's okay. There go our flight directors. We're gonna make a turn almost immediately.
1,000.
Going out of here. Clean up some of our flaps. At 2 degrees. And we'll go clean on the flaps. So we can start increasing that speed. We're climbing way too fast. I just realized that. It's telling us to calm down. We climbed way too fast there. That's on me. Let autopilot take care of this. Oops. There we go. There's the airport all the way over there. Why is this blinking? I don't know. There's the airport all the way over there. Look at this scenery. Even though it's default, it looks great. Flying this airplane gets me pumped up. Gets me pumped up for my flight to Reno coming up. I am still confused why this is blinking. I'm trying to think here. It might be because of this. I'm not sure. Anybody knows why that's blinking, let me know. I'm thoroughly confused.
We accept all major credit cards, US dollars, and other currencies for duty-free purchases.
And now it stopped blinking. Oh, maybe because it was off the VNav path. That's fine. I figured there was a reason for it, but we're doing fine. The airport again? Yep, that's the airport again. Beautiful. Maybe we can get it on this wing view. Yep. Should start climbing again shortly. We're just on an altitude constraint right now. And you guys are being quiet today. I know there's not anybody in chat right now, but I saw some people pop in. You guys are being quiet lately. That's okay though. It's late. Maybe they just want some surround sound, airplane white noise. Look at the legs here. Yeah, they don't need us to go up to another. Need us to go up until the next airway and the next waypoint. All good. You can see the end of China here. Over here, and then we'll be entering Korea territory sooner than later. Turn off our landing gear. The orange winglet, this Jeju, because you know with some liveries, the wing is very plain. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I know American Airlines on the 737 at least. It's just this gray color, you know, the metal gray color. So airlines like this, you get to look at something other than just. I mean, well, I guess at the end of the day, the scenery is what matters, but. Another airport over there, it looks like. Looks like that might be another Shanghai airport. Alright, we're going to be starting to climb in just a minute here. There we go. Everybody's going to feel it in their ears again. Sorry, not my fault there's an altitude constraint. Look at how neat this is. Look at how organized the rivers are. Asia, they're very well known for their very unique irrigation skills, and you know, of course, since they grow a lot of rice, it's, well, they need that. So I mean, of course, from this high up, those are decently sized rivers, but I mean, you see it all in there, you know. So it's all stuff for rice. Uh-oh, our aileron trim's a little off again. Don't know why. Might just be a bug. Hope everybody's doing well. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. That would be much appreciated. As a small YouTube channel creator, everything counts, so. Appreciate the likes, guys. Chat with me also. I'd love to talk to you guys. Trying to connect with the community as best I can. Closer and closer to top our climb. We're about 73 miles away. Still got about 9 minutes till we get there, though. And I'm not sure, but I think there's some weather over there in Jeju City, because when I loaded the scenery just to check to make sure that it worked, it was pretty stormy over there, so I'm not sure if that has changed. It probably has, but oops. Oops, no, we don't want that. We want to bring it straighten out that trim. There we go. I'm not sure why it, let me do it one more unit here. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Last time we had a problem with that and it messed up my landing. If you guys want to check out the landing, it was we were flying from what was it, San Francisco to LA or LA to San Francisco? Very short flight. And coming into the airport, no, it was LA we were flying into. Yeah, we were flying into LA. And not only was the aileron trim off, so I was kind of like messing with it because it was not calibrated correctly. I seemed to be like heavy or something. I might have not done something correctly, and it just, I had I had my yoke all the way back, and I was still descending way too fast. I was trying to flare, trying my best, but it just, yeah, forget about it. It's like, I think I came in 650 feet per minute or something like that. Yeah, that's a nasty landing. That's Ryanair type crap. So say bye-bye China. We're leaving China. We're in the ocean now. We'll be in flight time, I think it said around hour 5, hour 6 minutes. Yep, hour and 6 minutes in the air. So you should see right here, it should say 66 minutes when we land. About block time, an hour and a half. So if you guys are on the East Coast right now, East Coast of the US at least, it's 10:37, so we should be on the ground just after 11 o'clock. Closer to 11:15 though. We are going very fast. It says we can go that fast. That's fine. Whatever they want to do. We got to do a flyby before I forget. Zoom. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big fan of the Doppler effect. It could be that, what we just did right there. It could be a train horn. It could be a car. It could be a race car. It could be a truck. Doesn't matter. It's just, I may sound a little bit cuckoo for saying this, but I enjoy it. It's therapeutic for me. If I'm stressed out, I just need to hear a train going by. And that would solve it for me. Sorry if you guys could hear that. I'm drinking seltzer right now. You know what I found out? Well, I didn't find out. I just kind of did this on my own. I was like, I need to really drink more water. Because, you know, I'm just not... I think this generation period has just not been great with water consumption. They think that, oh, drinking soda is water. And yes, there is water in there, but there are a lot of dehydrating factors to that. There's the caffeine that's very dehydrating, and you know, stuff like that. And I'm a big I've gotten addicted to caffeine. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to say it, and the only reason why I say that is because I got into the habit of, because when I was still in school, right? And I highly recommend that you guys do not drink caffeine that early in your life. You really shouldn't be drinking caffeine or really doing anything harmful to the brain before 25, because your brain's still developing up until you're 25. And but in any event, I just started because I was getting up so early for work, or school, excuse me, and sometimes for work too, yeah. So, you know, I worked at a convenience store, so, and coffee is their strong suit. That's like their number one thing. So I started drinking coffee, quickly found out coffee was not for me, and but that got me hooked on caffeine, and I cannot go, you know, it's a little bit better now, but back when I was younger, which is, this says a lot, but now I'm just gonna say now I can go a few hours after I wake up without getting a headache or, you know, something like that, without drinking caffeine. But I'll tell you this, I could not go a full day without drinking caffeine or consuming caffeine in any sort of way, if I don't want to get a headache. And so that's how I know I'm addicted. So I can't go without at least a can of Coke or Dr. Pepper or something like that. You know, I need something. It doesn't need to be a lot, but I need something, and then I'll be fine for the rest of the day. But there are days, I have bad days, you guys. Listen, I have bad days. Let me just check here real quick, make sure we're climbing okay. We're almost at top of climb here. About a minute here. But when I tell you I have bad days drinking, and this isn't alcohol, this is just caffeine, right? I will drink maybe 3 cans of Coke, or I'll have like a can of Coke in the morning, and then I'll have like a 32-ounce fountain drink from, you know, the bowling alley or something, and that, you know, that satisfies me definitely. But it's just, I think it's a sugar aspect too, you know. So, but to some people, that's their secret to living so long. Like I've seen, I don't know about you guys, but I've seen a lot of, let me drink a sip of this water before I, you know, forget it's in my hand and I want to drink it. I'm a yapper, guys. Sorry about that. But they say like, oh my God, I'm 100. What's your secret to living so long? And like 3 Dr. Peppers a day. That does it. 3 cans. You know, at least having Dr. Pepper in your day, then that works. But to some people, and most people, it kills you. You know, it makes you fat and you get unhealthy, and yeah. But anyway, my original point was, I found that what helps me a little bit is drinking flavored seltzer. So, like, it doesn't have any like natural flavor to the point where it adds sugar, but I have a mango seltzer right now, and it, you know, it helps me a little bit. And I've only had 1 Coke today. No headache. So, and the headache could very well be coming from the lack of water. So, sorry for that yapping sesh. I was going on and on about caffeine when I was just trying to tell you guys I like seltzer. So for those of you that are trying to get off caffeine, trying to get healthier, trying to drink more water, seltzer's the way to go. Like all these other waters, like Hint is very good. Like if you guys have heard of Hint is like a just a regular water. It's not seltzer. It's not anything like that. Hold on one sec, guys. I'm gonna let people know here that we're at cruise altitude.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, seatbelt signs off. You are free to move about. Please remember while singing to keep your seatbelts fastened. We'll update you once we start our descent. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us.
Very, very nice. But Hint is just a regular old water. It's not carbonated or anything, and it's flavored, but it's infused, so they don't add any flavor to it. They just infuse the water in an area that smells like whatever it is, and that's what. And it works. It works. Like I'll get, like, there's a flavor mango. Like I'll get mango Hint, I think, and it's water and it doesn't have any sugar in it, nothing, no artificial sweeteners, no nothing. And works pretty good. But seltzer does the same thing, it's just carbonated. So, but like all these new things, like what's been coming up on my TikTok For You page is like the circle, that flavor pack that you put on top of a water bottle, like that has so many harmful sugars. Like sucrose is very harmful. Like all these, they say, oh, there's no sugar in it. There is. It's just, and to those of you who think that diet soda is healthier than regular soda, it's just false. It's just false. You cannot, in fact, it's worse. You know, like aspartame and all these artificial sugars. It's not healthy for you. So, but for those who can't have regular sugar, yeah, it might be a good substitute. But if you want something sweet, but you want to make sure you moderate that, because like and plus diet stuff has just a nasty taste. Like if you've tasted the regular thing, like if you put Coke and Diet Coke together, right? Coke, the regular Coke tastes so much better than the Diet Coke, you know, or Diet Dr. Pepper, or Diet Sprite. Is there Diet Sprite? I wonder if there is. But anyway, we're going on and on about drinks, and we're friggin' like soft drinks, and we're flying an airplane right now. So here's the weather coming up here. There's a big storm front. I checked the weather. There's a big storm front that's going towards Japan right now, and it definitely hit a lot of Korea and definitely Jeju City and that island there. So we'll see what we come into, but it might be raining and we might have a crosswind, but we'll see. All is good. See, like I'm looking at this and it's all off. Why? Like it's slightly to the right. Like we're talking an eighth of a unit right now, or it's okay. I'll fix it, because right now it doesn't really matter because the airplane's flying itself. If we were tilted, that would be a whole different thing. But we're all good. Since we're at cruise altitude, I think we'll just toggle on some tunes, you guys. I forgot about tunes. Got to do some tunes. Let me turn this music, this volume down, and we'll put some music on, you guys, and do some views. What do you guys have planned for February? February's a short month, but I know February is my final month off before I go back to work. For those who don't know, I'm a streamer and a bowling coach by winter, and by spring, summer, and fall, I'm a Mr. Softy ice cream truck driver. So for those of you who don't know what Mr. Softy is, it's an ice cream truck, soft serve ice cream, and all comes from a truck. It's the best ice cream ever, as far as soft serve is concerned. But so I do that from March to beginning of November. So it's all of March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So it's an 8-month season. Sometimes we go decently into November. Sometimes we'll have a 9-month season, because we start at the end of February and go decently into November. But it all depends on how the weather is. I know over here on the East Coast, particularly where I live, it is still very cold, and you know we never get weather. And well, we used to, of course, but in the last few years that I remember, I don't remember it getting this cold this late in winter, because spring starts in about a month. So month and a half. So I mean, I'm looking at the weather right now, and it is gonna warm up soon. Like, it's gonna be, this was the last pretty cold day, but then it goes into high 30s, some mid 30s, some low 30s, and then we actually get up to almost 50 on Tuesday, not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. So, and next Tuesday, that would be, I mean, today is Monday the 9th, so that's the 10th, so it'd be the 17th already, so that's the day after President's Day. So, and by that point, it's about a month until spring starts, so no wonder Punxsutawney Phil did not see a shadow, or he did see a shadow. If he didn't, that would make no sense, because it would already be spring now, and yeah, that wouldn't, yeah, that was, yeah, good call, Punxsutawney Phil. Yeah, I think, because I looked it up, Punxsutawney Phil, the last time he didn't see a shadow was in 2024, which is 2 years ago now. And I don't really remember how that year ended up turning out, but I just remember having some pretty warm Februaries lately. Not too terribly warm, but like not 60s weather, but in any event. It's a little turbulent out there. Of course, we're going over some weather, so makes sense. Should calm down soon. Nice to be above it right now. So before I go back to some wind views, I just wanted to show you guys our top of descent is in about 89 miles, which is 12 minutes from now. So in about 12 minutes, we'll be descending down into... and I better know what you're thinking. This is the airport right here. Right here. And the top of the descent is right there. No, it's the only reason why it's so close is because we actually have a pretty lengthy... What's going to happen is we're going to fly... I'm looking at SimBrief right now. We are going to fly by the... Can I zoom in? We're going to fly by the airport on the right of the airport. So we'll see the airport to our left. We're going to make a loop around and then come in from the east. So it's a very interesting arrival, but hey, I feel like a lot of interesting arrivals come on like this is an island, so it makes some sense, but yeah. Who's the other person in chat? I've been trying to figure out who you are, but you guys aren't talking. Talk. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying this Monday evening, or wherever you are. Oh, and of course they leave. Of course they leave it as soon as I bring them up. It's okay. Am I that scary? I don't think I'm that scary, am I? What's your favorite wing view, guys? Let me know. I know this one I don't like too much because all you're seeing is wing. But it's either this one or this one. I think this one because you see the engine and then you see a lot of scenery. Everybody agree on that? No proper keyboard here, only mouse, only air mouse. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Well, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. If you're wondering what I use, I used to use just keyboard and controller, but now I have a yoke and throttle quadrant and rudder pedals, so I'm getting there. You know what was frustrating? I want to fly some Airbus planes. Like, I have the Tolus mod. But I went to order the Airbus stuff, like the Thrustmaster Airbus stuff, like the, what you call? The throttle quadrant and the side stick, right? Like, I tried to order that off of Amazon because Amazon's real good, but every time in fact I had issues with this Boeing setup too. They would send something completely different. It was still Thrustmaster, but they would send something completely different, you know? And I got so frustrated. I finally got the Boeing stuff in, and I'm like, I think it must be the Airbus stuff, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna go on Airbus and get the stuff when I can afford it, of course, but maybe it wasn't the best idea to buy this stuff yet, but at least I have it now and I don't have to worry about it later. I think I know what you mean, though. I think you're just responding to what I said about nobody's talking in here. It's understandable, man. No worries. At least you're coming to watch. You like, hopefully, subscribe. Appreciate all your support. All right. So we're making this turn here. You're getting closer and closer to the top of the descent, about 40 miles. About 4 or 5 minutes. We'll be getting ready to descend here. I'm actually going to be flying in one of these types of aircrafts on my trip to Reno in June. I might actually have that information in my email. Let me see if I have it in my email. Flying Southwest. I'll be going from I'll be flying out of Philly, because I live just outside of Philly, over the bridge in Jersey. And I'll be going to Denver, laying over there, and then heading to Reno from there. Let's see if the info's on here. No, it's not. They do tell you sometimes, but that always can change. So, but I know on at least one or two of those flights, I'll be on a 738. So I think the other ones are. I think the other ones are Maxes. So. Chat, need a keyboard. I just have a Wi-Fi mouse. I'm just enjoying the stream. Thumbs up. Thanks, man. No worries. You don't have to chat. I just wanted to see if anybody wanted to talk. But all good. Everything is fine there. You are perfectly fine, man. Oh, I didn't realize this until now. SimBrief has takeoff and landing performance calculators now. Isn't that cool? Maybe I'll do that. We're getting ready to descend here in a couple minutes. Literally a couple minutes here. That works. I want to open that though. Top of descent in 10 miles. So we gotta bring this down to our final altitude, which before we can take over the airplane. Let's see here. 1800. Get through these clouds, I don't know what we're gonna see. If we're gonna see weather or if we're gonna see, I don't know. Maybe I can check right now. It wasn't giving me the ATIS or the altimeter for Shanghai. Hopefully it'll give us for Jeju. Let's see. Nope, no ATIS. Okay. It's saying it's overcast. Okay, light rain. Okay, here we go. Overcast at 9,000. So we'll start going through clouds at 9,000. We are descending, which is awesome. Broken clouds at 3,000. So we got some low clouds and there is light rain. Well, actually, they have this all... Oh, that's perfect. What's the speed they want us going at? 143. Okay. 143 will be our approach speed. Good. That's all I need to know. All right, let's let people know back there that we are descending. We've been descending for a little bit.
Flight deck, we're about to begin our descent. Please return your seats and fasten your seatbelts for the remainder of the flight. It's been our pleasure to have you on board today. I hope you enjoyed the flight.
set up a couple of things here, just so we have it ready. Our Barrow is 1020, so I'll have that preset. That was a lucky guess there. We'll look up our ILS charts here, or approach charts. Doing the ILS Zulu arrival, or approach. So heading 246. And then the ILS frequency is 111.3. Have that in there. We need to be at 4,000 for Ducal, which is our approach transition. So. Man, it looks like we're descending pretty fast. Yeah, we're descending quite fast. And now we're dialing back a little bit. I don't know why it did that. People's ears are popping, I guess. Now, fingers crossed that we don't have any issues getting this plane on the ground. Because we did have an issue last time. I swear to you, like, I was full nose up and it was still coming down, and it came down 650 feet per minute. It was a nasty, nasty landing. If you guys want to check it out, it's my last stream. Kind of wish I could redo that and go back to San Fran and do it again, but I had stuff to do, so. Now our aileron trim is right. Doesn't really matter right now. Just gotta remember to do it before we land. One thing I don't like is these clouds that I have are a little bit frame heavy, as you can see here. Not too bad, but it wants to go to definite baro now, so we'll do that then. I guess there's just 13.5 or something. Getting ready to go through some clouds here. They said 9,000, so it's pretty darn close. Losing altitude with nose up is bad altitude. Plane may stall. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but hopefully it doesn't happen today. Hopefully it doesn't happen today. We're going through some soup now. Going through, well, we're actually going to be in this soup for a while because we're at an altitude constraint. We can't descend until saying PC 767. Well, we can't be at 10,000 until then, so we'll start descending again right here. So we're gonna be a little bit frame heavy right now, but all good. Wish we could see the airport right now, because the airport's literally right over there somewhere. It's literally 10 miles away that way. Not too turbulent right now, which is good. We haven't really flown in any weather recently, so this should be interesting, you guys. Should definitely be interesting. Flying over a mountain right now, actually. There's a mountain a little bit to our left. It's about 6,400 feet tall. That actually might be why this is the approach we're taking. This arrival. I'm gonna go around that. Should be landing in about 10 to 12 minutes, you guys. So hang in there if you guys want to see a hopefully good landing. 40-degree flaps and level altitude gear down is normal. Yeah, I found that flaps 30 actually works out a little bit better. Because if you're at flaps 40, you're gonna need even more nose up if you're in that issue. So flaps 30 is probably where I'm gonna stay. That's what SimBrief recommended, at least. So. we're gonna be descending soon. We're actually just gonna start bringing back our speed because we are going pretty fast, over 300 knots. Our airspeed is 365. But we'll decel shortly before we start descending again, and then we'll do a lot of our decels right around here. Going through lots of soup right now, even though we're not even descending right now. Oh, there's the weather. There's the weather. We're getting rained on. This does not look light to me. We'll see what happens when we get through the clouds here, though. Oh, no, control the descend by speed. Gotcha. Until flaring. So I gotta make sure my speed's up, right? I appreciate all your help, man. I really do. I'm pretty amateur at this right now. I've done a lot of this stuff, but I've been out of it for a little bit, so. Alright. We're starting our descent again. Or descent. Did I say ascent or descent? Descent. Descent is what I meant. And all this, and you don't even have a keyboard to use. I appreciate all your help. I really do, man. It's like the rain slowed up a little bit. It'll come back, don't worry. So I'll turn this off for a little bit. We're over water right now. I think the reason, you know what I'm actually thinking about now that you mentioned that, man? I think my speed was a little low coming into LA. I think my speed was too low when I was landing. So maybe that's probably why I slammed down into... I slammed down into LA there, but here comes the rain again. It's pretty heavy now. Alright, landing lights all come on here. When is that? 9,000 for duck. Well, we'll be at 9,000 for a little bit, actually. All the way up until the cow will be at 4,000. So, we're starting our descent now. Sorry, my spelling using mouse type. All good, man. All good, man. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I gotta just make sure my speed is up. Coming into Jeju City here. You live and you learn, right? You learn from your mistakes. Hopefully I learn from my mistakes today. and have a nice buttery landing. It looks quite stormy. We might be landing in a storm right now. That might be what we're looking at. But here we go. We're through the first cloud cover at 9,000. And those broken clouds down below us we'll be breaking through those at about 3,000. So we are getting close, you guys. We're getting close. Keep our speed up, because I know last time we started slowing down pretty quick. It extended our our approach by just about that much. Can you hear the rain? Beautiful. We're already pretty slow anyway. Alright. We're gonna set our auto brakes to 1. I think we have a decent sized runway. Yeah, it looks pretty big. We're good. I think it's 10,000 feet or something like that, so. We'll arm our speed brakes. No lights yet. Still too high for that. Make sure you guys stick around. I'm considering if I should do the turn or not, because it is getting a little late over here. It's approaching 11:30, so I don't know if I want to do the turn yet or not. If I do the turn, I'll be awake till about 2 o'clock. So I might. You know what? I probably will. Got to get more content out there for you guys, right? Especially before I go back to work, because work's gonna be here before you know. And when I go back to work, if you guys know, when I go back to work, I'm just work. There's just no in between there. I'm just not able to stream. I just can't, unless I have a vacation, which I don't like taking vacations, because winter's my vacation. So I take one vacation, and that's to my bowling nationals, and this year it's in Reno. That's where I'm taking the flight. So luckily this one's not too long. I'll only be away for 5 days, I think. I'm taking off on the 7th. I fly out on the 8th. I fly back on the 12th, and then I take off the 13th, and then I'll be back. So it's 6 days off, but I'll be back to work June 14th. All right, we're inching closer and closer. We are a little bit late right now. We should have been on the ground within a minute, but we're not landing in a minute. All right, man, I appreciate your help on that. Yeah, I mean, because if need be, I can always just bring back the speed with the throttle. That's all I have to do. Picking up speed when you're descending is much harder than dropping speed. So, yeah, man, I appreciate it. Listen, man, I appreciate all the help I can get because I'm pretty amateur at this. I'm not the best at it right now. I got back into it. A couple years ago, but you know, with work and everything, I just kind of lost all control with it. And now I'm just relearning everything, and then I'm gonna have to relearn it again. But is there any wind? No, there's no wind right now. Interesting. Maybe that's just oh wait a minute. Maybe it's just broken. I don't know. We're gonna start descending again. We have to descend to 4,000 by Ducal. So in the 20 miles we have 5,000 miles to descend. Or 5,000 feet to descend, rather. 5,000 miles. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Okay, why aren't we descending? There we go. There it goes. Alright, I'm going to turn off this music, you guys. Since that music just started, I want to focus mainly on this. So, buckle your seatbelts, guys. We are flying into Jeju City. We're almost there, you guys. We're a little bit late, but that's okay. We're not flying in real life, so it doesn't really matter. We don't got real people in the back. We're descending much slower than we should be. We should be descending a little bit faster. I'm going to flip over to vertical speed. And we want to be at 202, which is when we can start introducing flaps. Yeah, I know. We're going to be descending pretty fast here. I'm going to have to bring out some spoilers because we want to slow down. We've been struggling to slow down here. There goes our speed. Speed's coming down nicely. Not so much anymore. Alright, there's our glide slope and our localizer. We might as well just arm our localizer. There's the island over there. You guys can see it all. Alright, we're going to introduce flaps 1. That'll help us with our speed because our slats do come out also. At least I think so. Did our flaps come up? No, they didn't. There we go. There's flaps 1. Alright, flaps 2.
$1,000 to go.
2,500.
Oh my goodness, wait a minute, guys. Hold up. Hold on. I made a huge mistake. Hold on. What is going on? We are way too low right now. Holy crap, we're way too low. Hopefully we can hop onto glide slope here. We are way too low. You can see the airport out there. We are way too low. We're gonna try and hop on glide slope here. I didn't even realize that was happening. Good thing I caught that. Whoopsie daisies. I had this on 18,000 or 1,800, not 4,000. All good. We would have been in the water. You guys. All right. Flaps 5 can come out. We're gonna just stay right here, right now. See how close we are? Let me bring my spoilers back up. Rearm those. Well, that could have been bad. Luckily we caught that. That's a stupid mistake on me. Stupid mistake on me. So our approach mode is armed. We just have to wait for glide slope to come in. We are way low right now. So I heard 2,500. I was like, I'm supposed to be at 4,000. And I'm like, oh my gosh. That's why there's call outs. Uh-oh. Airport disappeared. Bring our gear down. Flaps 15 right now. There's flaps 25. Glide slope should be coming in very soon. I'm gonna flaps 30. trouble straight. Here comes glide slope. I'm really having trouble keeping this aileron trim in line. I don't know what's going on with that. What the hell's happening? Glide slope's about to come in here.
All large devices must be turned off and stowed. All items selected. For the must be unplugged from the outlet, set airplane mode and secure. Also, please make sure your seatbelts are fastened. That's the tray tables are upright, head rest forward, and foot rest in the monitor stowed. Flight please clear the cabin for arrival and be seated.
I cannot see the airport right now.
1,000.
Alright, let's get ready to rock and roll here.
Glide slow.
Yeah, glide slope saying we're low.
Glide slow.
I'm gonna take over the airplane, you guys.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
What are the pappies saying? We're low. There we go.
500. 400.
There's glide slope.
300.
Gonna take over throttles. Oops, we're creeping high.
200.
I'm gonna try and make this landing happen.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Much better try at this landing here. There we go. Reversers. Nose down very gently. Cross check. 60 knots. Reverser stowed. Over to manual braking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jeju City.
Gentlemen, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and your carry-on items stowed until the aircraft is parked at the gate and the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign.
Gate off to the left here.
We ask that you please use caution
We got
when
my
opening
charts.
the head bins to prevent injuries from any items that may have shifted during the flight.
This is Papa
You may now
8.
use mobile phones and other handheld electronic devices. However, laptop computers may not be used at this time.
That was a much better landing. Did triple as best. Triple as better.
Area around your seat for any personal articles you may have brought on board. We'd like to thank you for flying with us. We enjoyed having you on board today and look forward to sending you again soon. Thank you and have a great day.
We're gonna stop right here real quick. Taxi lights on. All of our landing lights can come off. This can come with just steady here. Wing light can come off. Flaps can come up. We're gonna start heading to our gate. Start spooling up our APU. Forgot to set minimums, that's fine. We'll remember next time. We got a whole nother flight to do yet, so. And we were in the air for a little longer than anticipated. I think it was because of the weather, right? About an hour and 20 minutes. Guys, welcome to Jeju City. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight. Gotta figure out where I'm parking. I don't think it really matters where we park. It's a very small airport, so compared to others. The APU's online. Switch over to the APU gens. We're gonna make a right turn soon. Well, actually, these are, I'll show you guys. Oops. These are actually ramps. But we wanna go to a gate here. I think right here is where we'll go. I don't see a marshal there. We'll figure it out. Oh, there is a marshal. Where's the line? Oh, it's all the way over here. I overdid it a little bit. Is that good? I guess that means stop here in Korea. Wait. There we go. There we go. Park brakes on. Can turn this bad boy off. Ladies and gents, engine number 2's coming off. Oops. Hello. Engine number 2's coming off. Engine number 1's coming off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jeju City. We're going to open up this window here. They're using a newer thing. I don't know if won't allow us to connect the jetway. Whatever. Looks like we're too far from it. Well, guys, welcome to Jeju City. We'll end the flight leg there. What a beautiful flight that was. That was a great one. Much better landing. I think without further ado, we should just toggle the replay and take a look at this landing here. See how good we're talking. Oops, that's loud. Let's do this one. Well, actually, let me turn this down just so you guys don't have to hear it too much. There's me taking over. Very humid, as you can see, the trail lines there. Way, way high. Oh, that's much better, much better. Much better. Let's take a look at what it looked like from this angle. Not bad. Not bad at all. You can see the Jeju. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna turn on some tunes, you guys. Oops. A little bit quick there, but that's okay. We got another flight to perfect it. Alright, we're going to bring this all the way back here. I'm going to let you guys watch this, and then we'll set up for the next flight. Should be ready to rock and roll at around midnight. Definitely before then, though. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to leave you guys to it. Just watch this beautiful landing into Jeju City. And I'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll get ready for the turn right back to Shanghai. Alrighty, guys. I'll be back. Well, hello again. Let me turn down this music so you guys are not just hearing music. But we are back. Same airplane. Just flying back. So, after this song is done, this is literally 10 seconds, we will head over to, we'll start getting ready to head over to, right back to Shanghai. Okay, so here we go. So, right back into the cockpit we go. I got some ice cream here. I wanted ice cream. I got Dairy Queen last night. Got an extra one for today, so. Mint Oreo Blizzard. It's a mini one, so it's not too much. All right, let me turn the sounds back on here. So I had them muted. Hear the rain. Open my phone back up so I can see chat if need be here. Did you set up local air pressure to varimeter alt warrant? You know what? I don't know what that was. I set it to 100, which is roughly the altitude here. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it. It's a much better landing than yesterday. But okay. Let's get right into it, you guys. So, battery can come on. Boom, bada bum. We'll go to our electronic flight bag. GPU, chocks, doors. Now, here's another thing that I was confused about. The jetway is technically, they say it's connected, but it's not. So, just a heads up on that. Gonna bring our guys over. We'll start heading over right now. Perfect. We'll go up here. Ground power can be introduced. Perfection. We'll go up here, line our IRS. Beautiful. All right. Window heat on. And we can turn our logo lights already on. Okay. I think it's all because I just reloaded the aircraft at the same airport, so that's fine there. And everything looks okay. We'll actually do this here. And now everything's good up there. So now we'll go back down here. We'll go down here. We'll spend a little bit of time down here. Go to position in it. We are at RKPC. And we'll put that into here. Perfect. And then to a route page we go. We'll insert that into there. Our destination is ZSSS. Flight number same as before. And the runway will be taken out of here. Hold on. It's 25. And that's what we landed on, actually, so. 25. Perfect. Activate, execute. And then we'll go to our departures page. And then bite of this ice cream because I gotta eat it quick before it melts. Go to departures. We're taking the PANS to W departure. There it is. No transition. Select that. Or execute that, rather. Go to our route. Go over here. And we're taking a handful of airways again. So, first one is Yankee 711. 711. Do love 711. To Ponic. Beautiful. Execute that. We don't need to execute it, but then we're gonna do Alpha 593 to Layman, which is actually our departure transition out of Shanghai. We're gonna take the same airway to Akara. Boom. Oops, what? Just a minute. I guess it, because now it's saying, okay, you know what? I'm just going to do it this way. And we'll just check that, make sure. It's pretty straight anyway, so. And then we're taking the PUD 71A arrival into Shanghai. PUD 71A. 36 right, which is the one we departed from. Zulu. What transition? SS405. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All that looks good in there. Go to our route. Make sure it looks good in there. It's fine. Our IRS has not aligned yet. It will sooner, better than later. And we're going to go to our perf page. Well, actually, before we even do that, we got to bring on fuel here. So, 0 fuel weight today. Or payload, rather. Payload. I'm sorry. Payload is... It's going to be the same. 12.3. And our fuel is 6.6. So got much more fuel on board. And we'll have our guy
Flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Start refueling that. Perfect. And we'll keep this open. I believe that number won't change, so go down here and let me see, wait a minute. 55.4. I think that was what it was before. Ground weight, or excuse me, reserves. Figure that out real quick. It's stupid because I have to open up the PDF file just to get the reserves. Oh no. Cost index is 71. Transition altitude is 14,000. Okay. Be a little lower today, 30,000 feet. We'll execute that. Insufficient fuel, it's saying that because, well, not all the fuel's on board yet. Still got a lot more to go. Got more than half to refuel. Perfect. N1, that's good. Take off. We'll go 5. Those are our takeoff speeds. I might have to redo that because that number did change, so I'll redo that a little later on. Start our flight leg. Let me just make sure our lights are okay. They are. Perfect. Alright, our IRS is aligned now, so...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are expecting a full flight today. Please do us a big favor. Make sure, once you make your way towards the back of the aircraft, look to your left and right. If you see the seat,
check our legs.
Once you find that seat that's left, please try to step out of that main aisle so that passengers behind you can get by, as well as expedite our departure and get us on our way.
Yeah, we didn't have to put in all those airway. They're all literally there.
Guys, the wheel's on board.
Another interesting arrival. We're literally flying over the runway and coming around that way. That'll be cool. That'll be nice. Nice little arrival right there. Okay. Oops, my computer's freezing up a little bit. Back to our takeoff page. So those numbers are changing. Just move that over in a bit once all of our fuel's on board. Oops, wrong page. Just got a little more fuel left to go. All damper can come on. Fuel pumps can't come on just yet. Get our APU online. Beautiful. 30,000 is our flight altitude today for in terms of cabin pressurization. Landing altitude into Shanghai, I believe, is just 0. Yeah. It's around 10 feet, so we can just have that at 0. Yep. Beautiful. Come downstairs here. We can set this to 30,000. Can't do anything quite yet with that. Let me pull up my charts for 2.5. All this is the same, yep.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Perfect. We can go back downstairs here, change these numbers. Perfect. Those are changed. Let's see here. Where's our end? Perf page. Perf page. Here we go. Alright, perfect. That's good. Cool. Now we'll go up here. Our V2 plus 15 is 159. Perfect. Turn on our flight directors. Alright. Okay. Let's figure out our altimeter here. 1019. So that's changed. Oops. Tested. 1019. Perfect. Perfect. Just didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Okay. Fuel pumps can come on. And we are, like, ready to go, you guys.
Good morning, folks from the flight deck. Get your captain for the ride. It looks like it should be pretty good. So we're planning on a smooth ride. Get you there as soon as we can.
It's not the morning, by the way.
As we can. We'll talk to you once we get airborne. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, Jens. Thank you, bleed. Set up our pushback, and we'll actually have them come out now.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Oh, we got the boring guy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound mean there, but... Alright.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
I appreciate that. Make sure they're all gone. There we go. Comes our tow.
Boarding is now complete. Flight attendants prepare the cabins. Verify arm doors, standby for all call.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
I know that's on because... Hopefully that's not too important. Hopefully, Hassan can help me out, right?
As a reminder, your carry-on luggage must be securely underneath the seat in front of you or in one of the overhead compartments. If you are having company carry-on luggage, please outside 5 minutes for at this time. For those customers seated in a row, seats designated as an extra row, we just please take out the safety information card down the seat pocket in front of you. Read the front of the card. If you're unwilling or unable to perform that.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Park brake is released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
While the boarding door is open, prior to closing the door, we'll advise you when to turn off and stow all large portable electronic devices. You may continue to use your small lightweight devices as long as they are turned and on. Airplane
mode. License, please prepare your doors for departure. Cross-check standby for all call.
Alright, introduce fuel. Very light rain here. So number one, we can start that one up. This number to hit 25. And we can introduce fuel.
There are so many places to go in this world, and so many airlines that can take you there.
So we thank you.
For making the journey with us.
Thank you.
And now we'd like you to pay attention to the following safety video.
First, please fasten your seatbelt. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle.
All right, there goes engine number one. Beautiful. So we can go up here. Engine gens can come on. Set all these to auto. APU bleed can come off. APU can come off. This can come on. Beautiful. Everything is blank or green up here, which is good. Our pushback is just getting
Operation complete. Staff and parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Bring out our flaps to take off. There's flaps 5.
An exit. In an emergency evacuation, leave all carry-on bags behind and quickly proceed to the nearest exit.
If the aircraft cabin loses pressure, the panel above your seat containing oxygen mask will open automatically.
While remaining seated with your seatbelt fastened, quickly reach for the nearest mask and pull down firmly to start the...
Flaps 5 is out. Arm our auto throttle because I forgot to do that last time.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Yep, hopefully we'll see you in Shanghai at some point. 'Cause that's where we're headed. There he goes. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. That would be much, much appreciated. And there he is, giving us the signal in that rain. Perfect. Alright, we can get our lights going here. We can set these to steady. Taxi lights, runway turnoffs can come on. Perfect. Let's do some flight control checks. Left, full right, down, up, rudder right, rudder left. Perfect. Alright, we're ready to start taxiing. You guys ready? Let me pull up my charts because I'm a little lost. Because this airport in particular is a little bit confusing when it comes to this stuff, so all good though. Alright. So we can go straight and then we'll hang a left onto Golf 1. Golf 1. Because these are ramps here. These are like, well, those are that's a terminal. This is like general aviation maybe or something. Okay, here's Golf 1. Hang a left here. You're gonna have to cross the other runway, which is runway 31 and 13. We're gonna cross it again when we take off. How long is the longest flight with the Zibo mod? I wonder what it is. I'll look that up once we're in the air. If I remember. That's if I remember. And then we'll hang a left onto Papa 1. And that's where we'll head on to the runway. Oh, we are on Papa. This is Papa 1 coming up here. Oops. Overdid that just a little bit. Okay. Park brake set. Can set this to RTO. Taxi lights can come off. All of our landing lights can come on. Wing lights on. Strobe and steady up there. These can actually go to continuous. It's not really required, but well, ARM, VNAV, and LNAV. We forgot to do that last time. Everything looks good up there. Takeoff trim is set. Perfect. We are ready to go. Set our wipers a little bit faster because I know that rain's gonna start picking up on the windshield pretty quickly because we're gonna be going much faster. All right, you guys ready? Chrono on. Don't mind the takeoff config. I guess it's just the takeoff config warning. It's just a bug. All right, throttles to about 40. Apply some down nose pressure. Try and keep that center line. We weren't able to do that last time.
80 knots.
Cross check. Airspeed's alive. V1. And rotate.
Positive rate.
Positive rate. And gears coming up. Goodbye, Jeju City.
$1,000.
Flaps up to 2 degrees. And we can clean up the flaps. keep that speed back by climbing a little bit more here, breaking through some clouds. You should start clearing up in a couple thousand feet here. It was a much smoother landing. Hopefully we'll have a much smoother what did I no I said that was a much smoother departure, and hopefully we'll have a much smoother landing come about an hour from now. Be in the air for a little bit longer. It's a little bit of a longer flight, but all good. Start making that left turn. Still my controls right now. I'm gonna fly this baby for a little bit. Through another level of clouds here. Should break through about 10,000. All right. We'll go over to autopilot. One-way turn-offs can come off. Landing lights can come off now. Wing light can come off. About to break through. This rain will stop. Turn off our landing gear. There we go. Beautiful breakthrough.
Is off. Please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. Also remember to use caution when opening overhead bins, as items may have shifted during the flight. We've now reached an altitude where it is safe to use approved electronic devices. Please be reminded that federal regulations prohibit the use of cellular network services during the flight.
People do it anyway, but I know I don't, but I know when I would fly with my brother, he's such an ass.
We accept all major credit
Sorry,
cards, US
but
dollars, and other currencies for duty free purchases.
he would do it anyway.
Due to security regulations, we'd like to remind you about...
It's not like they really notice it anyway, but still, it's kind of an ass move to do that. Okay, we can go over to standard baro. We are through 14,000 feet. Beautiful. We're gonna have a nice smooth flight. Hopefully a smooth landing back into Shanghai. Now, let's look this up real quick. Longest flight. I think I remembered. Longest flight, I'm literally reaching over right now, that's why. In Boeing 737-800X. As of late 2025, the longest regularly scheduled route operated by a Boeing 737-800NG, that is an expansion of that, is Batik Air Malaysia between Kuala Lumpur and Dubai, covering approximately 3,449 miles, which is approximately 5,550 kilometers. Other extreme 737-800 routes include Kuala Lumpur to Tokyo and that. So, I mean, it doesn't show us the amount of time. Let me look at this. Longest 737-8 flight time. Yeah, that was a 7 to 8 hour flight. So this couldn't really make a... It could do a... You could do a transatlantic flight. It could also do probably from California to Hawaii, but it wouldn't be able to do California over to Asia. Yeah, that you would need like a Boeing 787. 75 or 76 or 777 could definitely do it. But I was curious to see because I like this airplane. I want to fly it for a longer flight. If anybody's still in chat, what would you guys like me to do? Maybe I can fly across the United States. Maybe I could fly from somewhere in Cali to somewhere over on the East Coast where I'm at, like Philly. That's my home airport, or Atlantic City, or we could go down to Florida. See if I can find a decent scenery for it, though.
Passenger Escobar.
Escobar.
This is in regards to a special meal. Would you please identify yourself to a flight attendant? Passenger Escobar, please.
Could you imagine? They should have everybody's last name and where they're sitting. With, like, that should be on the... That should be... You don't have to call them out on that. Like, dang. Whatever. But hey, if you're getting a meal on a 1 hour flight, that's amazing. And one of the perks that I have with Southwest, flying from on both flights from Philly to Denver and from Denver to Reno, I'm able to get a special drink, and I'll be old enough to drink, so I might drink on that flight. I might. I don't know. I think that's what it said, but I don't want to really get into too much detail with that, because I don't know what I'm allowed to do, what I'm not allowed to do. So, but you get a lot of perks with the tickets we got. We're able to pick our seats because Southwest was one of those flights, or one of those airlines where, you know, they'll pick it for you. And they'll do it the day of. So, and then I get 2 free check bags. Get that special. I get extra leg room on my seat. What else? Get that nice, premium drink, I guess they call it. Man, what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. But all that, and I mean, I had bought, because I'm bringing my girlfriend, so it's 2 tickets for $1,700, and that's round trip. So I bought 4 tickets with all those perks, and I got miles for it, or I will get miles once I travel, of course, for $1,700. So it was pretty darn good, if you ask me. I was looking at American. American's awful expensive now. Like, I mean, yes, they're very good with, with being on time and stuff like that, but they won't allow you to check 2 bags for free, at least, for an extra, I think it was an extra like $500-600 or something. I would have been paying like $3,600 for a round trip, and that's double what I would have had to pay, more than double than what I've had to pay with Southwest. So it's like no-brainer. Southwest. Southwest is a pretty good airline anyway, so. Never flying Spirit again. The only time I flew Spirit was one time with my immediate family, and one time with my high school when I went on my senior trip. And of course, the senior trip, it was fine because, you know, they were getting so much money because we had about, I think, like 300 or 400 kids go on that trip, so we filled up a couple of airplanes. And yeah, so that was smooth. Some of the other planes though, they weren't. They were a little bit behind schedule, but I was lucky. I was on one of the planes and believe it or not, the landings were pretty good too. So very smooth flights. But I'm never flying Spirit again for one reason and one reason only, because when I went with my family, I think I went to Texas I went to California. Oh, it was the worst experience ever. It got delayed twice, 3 times maybe. We did end up getting on the plane, but it was just like 4 or 5 hours where we were just delayed. And yeah. And then the whole thing about like how everything costs money on there. There's no complimentary stuff. There's just, yeah, it's just, you don't want to fly with Spirit. It's cheap, yeah, but of course with it being cheaper, it's going to be, yeah, but anyway. I'm going to set this to cruise here. Go over here and let people know that we are just about at cruise.
Ladies and once again from the flight deck, seatbelt signs off. You are free to move about. Please remember while seated to keep your seatbelts fastened. We'll update you once you start our descent. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us.
Yep. Now we're at 30,000. Beautiful. So we'll be here for another almost 200 miles. We won't be descending for about 25 minutes. So all good though. We'll enjoy cruising for a little bit. We'll turn on some tunes again. We got 5 likes on today's stream. Awesome. Appreciate you guys. Didn't even realize we had 5 likes on the stream. No new subscribers though, so all good though. The numbers don't really matter to me too much. What really matters is you guys watch, and that's what matters to me. So now, as far as the next couple days go, I don't know when I'm going to stream next. I'm pretty busy tomorrow. I'm busy on Wednesday also. Thursday I'm also busy. So Friday would probably be the most logical day that I stream again, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So just wanted to let you guys know of that. Alright guys, I'm texting my boss here. Of course, with season starting up soon, I gotta get ready for stuff. I have to get fingerprinted because with Mr. Softy and just I feel like with every food service, like food truck, you have to get, some counties or townships require your fingerprint just for their record. It's like a personal record thing. And just so they have it so they know who exactly is serving the community and that sort. So I have to go there on Wednesday morning. So just arranging payment because one of my bosses, my bosses are, you know, they're married, so my one boss, I mean, I don't want to get too much into it. I don't want to give her personal business away, but something happened and she can't be there on Wednesday, so I have to meet my other boss tomorrow to pick up the credit card. Just in case they don't take mine, if they need to take hers. And I might not even be able to get my fingerprint if they need her to be there. So I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. But that'll be one step down, and then the next step is to get the truck inspected, and then the next step is getting out on the road. So. Hopefully these clouds start to clear up soon. I think I see the end of it out there, because I know in Shanghai it's not as bad. So Alright, so the clouds are starting to go away. That's good. Good news. Bye-bye, storm. Yeah, this is just a huge storm coming through the south part of Korea right now. Bye-bye. Freaking awesome. Alright, we're about 100 miles away from top of descent. We'll be hitting that in about 15 minutes. And then we'll be on our way back down. Hope you guys are enjoying. If you are, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. Really much appreciated. We got 5 likes on the stream. As far as when we land, still going to be in there for at least another 40 minutes. So if you guys are on the East Coast right now, probably not until 2 o'clock we'll be done with this stream. So we'll see. I mean, like last time we were a little bit late, but since we're going the other way, we might be a little early, so we'll see what happens. I don't like that view. Looks a little bit better. I want to give every wing view a little bit of love, excuse me. Top of descent is about, I want to say 90 miles. Yep, 90 miles. I got it right on the nose. Right around Iprog. That's the waypoint. If anybody knows why the aileron trim is doing this, like literally half, like it's like off, and I don't know why. I have to recenter it and stuff. I'm not sure why exactly, but let me know if you guys know exactly why that's happening. I mean, I don't really touch it, you know? Like, why do you, like, the aileron trim is literally the elevator, like, but, or not the elevator, the aileron. The aileron is literally just how far I move it left, how far I move it right. So it's kind of like, how does that change? Can we see China yet? Kinda. You see very far. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're still pretty far away from China yet, so. China. That's so brilliantly said by our president. China. I don't know why he says it like that. I don't know why that came just into my head. Whatever. About 60 miles till top of descent. 3 minutes. 8 minutes till start going down. Oh yeah, you can I should link that, because you can disengage by pressing both of these. Oh, that's all auto throttle, disengage. I don't want to do that right now because that'll pause. I don't want to do that. How long have we been streaming for, you guys? 3 hours? About right. This will probably be around a 4-hour stream. Maybe not pushing through. Maybe not that much, but. You can't go wrong with a good old flyby. Officially February 10th, you guys. It's a playoff season for bowling. You guys don't know, I'm a bowling coach, an assistant coach for my alma mater high school. And, I enjoy it. I'm not like an official coach or anything, I'm like a volunteer coach. I don't get paid for it. And do I want to get paid for it? Absolutely not. I'd love to do it, so. Love what I do, and glad that I think I enjoy watching it just as much as I do actually bowling, you know, so and this year has been especially special because in the last few years, actually, because the seniors now were freshmen when I was a senior, so it's been pretty cool to see those guys and girls grow up, and especially in the sport of bowling. And yeah, they you know, the boys are having a historic year. in the playoffs. They have a first round bye. They play on Wednesday, so that's kind of why I'm not going to be available on Wednesday. Because I have stuff going on in the morning, stuff going on in the afternoon. So. But yeah, they're looking really good. We have 3 boys going to the individual state tournament, which is like, instead of the team, it's individual championships. So like the top, what they do, at least where I live, is they take the top 100 boys and the top 100 girls in the state, and they bring them to a tournament, and they basically crown the champion of the state. So we have 3 boys going there, and we have 1 girl. So all of them are seniors except 1 boy. 1 boy's a junior. So, but like, I mean, and it's and you know why I think I like watching it just as much as I enjoy doing it. Like when I was in high school, I wasn't really as successful as these guys were, and watching them succeed is satisfying. It's amazing, and you know, watching, you know, these kids, and I say kids like I'm much older than them, but like I see them, you know, get better and better and better, and to watch them end here, it's, you know, great. So I'm just glad to be able to witness that, see the end result of what I saw at the very beginning. You know, seeing these bowlers just, you know, like from the beginning they were averaging like 100, and now they're averaging 200, you know, so it's kind of like, wow, someone must have done something there, you know. And I've done my part. I've helped them out a lot. So and I never would have thought in a million years that I would coach bowling, let alone be in the sport. Because bowling, to a lot of people, is like boring. It's not like a varsity type sport, but it is. And I got into it. Even as I was graduating high school, I never thought I'd want to, you know, help out the bowling team or coach. I was just like, you know what? Let me ask my head coach if I can help, and he's like, yeah. And I've been helping this is my 3rd year doing it, so I don't want to leave it, but I'm gonna have to leave it eventually. So. Let's check out what we're doing here. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to the top of descent. 17 miles, it says. 2 minutes. And there's China. I went up on China. Literally 80 miles due north. So somewhere right there is the airport. So we're getting close, you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope we can end this off with a real nice landing. Nail the center line. We'll have a buttery landing, maybe. I don't think I've ever had a buttery landing in the 737. I've had the most buttery landings in the bigger airplanes, which is crazy to even think, you know, because they're heavier. But I know I have one in the A350, and I have one in the 787. I haven't gotten one in the 74 yet. I haven't really been able to get it off the ground yet. Or off the ground, rather. So. But it'll come hopefully soon. Definitely want to diversify the planes that I fly, you know? No, I don't want to just fly Boeings. I want to fly some Airbuses, maybe some MDs at some point. Top of descent, 6 miles. So So we're gonna put in our, I'm gonna reset this. Bring this down just a little, well, that was a lot bit, but we're gonna go to our legs and figure out what our final, it looks like 1970. Or it's 1810, so I'll do 1800. Again. Just gotta remember that 1800 can't come quicker. It has to come like right before the runway, so. And we're descending now, so. We're gonna go over here, let everybody know we're descending.
From the flight deck, we're about to begin our descent. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts for the remainder of the flight. It's been our pleasure to have you on board today. I hope you enjoyed the flight.
Awesome. We're descending quite fast. I don't know why. They're saying we need to be at 5,900 by SS205. We are slowing down a little bit, which is good. And hopefully we are. It's going back up. Alright, we'll start setting some things up, so we're ready for our arrival here. Pull up our charts, go to our approach charts. We're doing ILS Zulu 36 right. Which is right, no, that's RNAV. So before I forget, I'm gonna set our minimums to 200. Runway heading is 003. ILS frequency is 110.3. And they're saying an SS 405 1970. Yep. It's about right to me. Ascending nicely. There is a airport, I believe that's another Shanghai airport. That might be Shanghai Pudong Airport. We're not landing there today. We're landing elsewhere. Shanghai Hongqiao. I took 4 years of Chinese, so. Or 3 years. 3 or 4 years. I think it was 3 or 4 years of Chinese. I kind of know how to speak it, but I'm not very fluent in it. Let's set our altimeter. Altimeter is 1020. We'll get that ready. Focus and concentrate. can spot the airport. I believe, yep, this is it over here. I believe that's the airport over there. We're literally gonna fly over it. We're gonna fly over it at around 6,000 feet. Then we're gonna make a good old loop around, and then we'll land in. It's about a 5-mile final. I believe this is the city. All this. Got some suburbs off to the side, some farmland, of course. Gotta do some outside views. I know I'll be able to do a lot more views if we do a longer haul flight, semi-long haul, maybe like a transatlantic flight or a transcontinental, maybe. All right. So it wants to go to specific barrow now, which is fine. Guys, smash that like button if you guys want to see a buttery landing. Because we are getting close, you guys. We are getting close to our landing here. I don't know why we're not descending. I think because we're trying to decel here, which is fine. We're at 10,000, so we'll turn on all of our landing lights. I'm starting to descend a little bit faster here. We need to be at 5910 by this waypoint here. I don't know if we're going to get there quick enough. Get all this stuff ready. Let me go to vertical speed, you guys. Let me make sure to change this first. Actually, I think we're fine on VNAV. No, we're not. We're not fine on VNAV. We gotta. It wants to go down to 210. Bring out some speed brakes just to give us some help. There's the airport right below us. About 2,000 by there. So once we turn, which we are turning right now. There's the airport all the way over there. We'll be decelling to our final arrival speed, the final approach speed there. Start gradually bringing out flaps at that point. See if we can maintain our speed this way. Yeah, we're able to maintain speed without speed brakes. Very good. Hey guys, if you want a buttery landing, if you guys are enjoying, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. It looks like we're going to come in here a little early, so that's good. Might be here before the hour mark. Starting to make that turn shortly. Getting ready to decelerate here. We'll bring some flaps out to help decelerate a little bit. Flaps 1 coming out. What is this saying?
1,000 to go.
All right. So we're going to start turning on all of our lights. Let the cabin know we're almost ready to land here. I'm going to arm our localizer. Localizer is not in that area, but we've got it in sight.
All large devices must be turned off and stowed. Small items devices. For the next unlock from the outlet, set the airplane mode and secure. Also, please make sure your seatbelts are fastened. Keep back your cables upright, head rest forward, and put rest.
Needs to be at 180 by here.
Flight please happen for arrival and be seated.
Alright, flaps 2 can come out. Bring us down to 160 actually. Better be safe than sorry. There's flaps 5. Bring out flaps 10. There's localizer. Localizer is established. We'll arm approach mode. And glide slope should be coming in shortly. Get all set up, you guys. Buckle your seatbelts. We're getting ready to land. Flaps 15, gears coming down. Hopefully glide slope comes in. I think it would come in. I mean, we are pretty low and yeah, but we should, yep, it's full pink now, so it's coming in now. Alright, all of our lights are on. Very good. We'll just ding our cabin back there, just get them ready to go. Flaps 25. Start slowing down a little bit more here. And glide slope is established. Turn this music off. Huh. And flaps 30. Do 140 on the approach speed. Alrighty. I'll take control of the airplane soon. We have a small cross. Yep, we have about a 7-knot crosswind to the right. This should be interesting for sure. Our aileron trim's a little, pretty much centered back again, so. Pushed around a little bit by that wind. Alright, I'm gonna take control of the airplane. Not gonna quite take control of the throttles yet. Make sure you follow those flight directors. Creeping a little bit high here. Back on. And I'm going to take control of the air throttles. Creeping a little bit high here, that's okay.
300. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
That was pretty hard. I think we had a little bit of a bounce. Reversers. Knots will stow those reversers. Ladies and gents, welcome to Shanghai. A little bit of a hard landing there. I was a little bit fast. Or a little bit low on the speed, rather.
RKPC, please use caution when opening the overhead bins to prevent injuries from any items that
And I need to pull up my charts.
You may now use mobile phones or other handheld electronic devices. However, laptop computers may not be used at this time. Before you leave the aircraft, please be sure to check your seat pockets, the overhead bins, and the floor area around your seat for any personal articles you may have brought on board. We'd like to thank
I'm
you
going to
for
vacate
flying with
off
us.
to the
We
left
enjoy having you
here.
on
I
board
thought we
today
were
and look
going
forward to
right
serving you
left.
again soon. Thank you and have a great day.
Alright, flaps can come up. Sorry about that, guys. That wasn't the best landing I would have wanted, but landing lights can come off. Runway turn-offs off. Taxi lights can come on. We'll spool up our APU. Oops. Perfect. Go this way. I'd say otherwise it was a pretty good flight. Alright, we're not going to make a right turn just yet. We're going to make a right turn onto looks like Hotel 5. That's where we'll go. Cross over the other runway. Oops, accidentally did too much throttle there, whoops. What if I just took off right here? Huh. That's so illegal, but... Alright, our right turn's gonna come up. I think it's right here. No, it's up here, it's up here, it's up here, it's up here. Sorry. Huh. Oops, I gotta go this way. Alright, where am I going? I'm gonna go... I'm over here. should have parked over there. It's okay though. I'll just park here. And well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a little bit of an illegal turn here, but should park over here. I thought it was over here, but it's over here. There we go. I know where we're parking now. Right over there. Oops. I did not mean to do that. I'll just turn my engine gens back on. Can't see. Okay. There we go. Alright. Let me figure out how I'm going to turn this APU back on. You have to wait for it to reset. Hold on. Give it a couple seconds here. I get too sick and tired of waiting, I'll just, yeah. Oh, there it goes. There we go. Wait for that to spool back up again. Alright, you know what? I can honestly just, do a good old one of these. Pro trading, bad. Yeah, I know. I didn't realize it did that. Right, engine number 2 can come off. Why is it doing that? Engine number 1 can come off. right back to where we started in Shanghai. I don't think that gate's gonna come out. That's okay. All right. I think we should just take a look at this. Take a look at this landing. Yeah, there's a little bit of a bounce. Might have been a lot of bounce. Cut back way too quick. All good. I'll perfect it at some point. I think my first landing was much better. Much, much better. Yeah, that's a Ryanair landing right there. That wasn't as bad as before, as my last stream, but that wasn't all that great. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna spool this back as much as I can. Toggle some music here. Oops, I don't want to bring this back too much. Alright guys, listen, it's getting late. This is all I kind of promised to you guys today, so we're going to end the stream right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for coming to stop by. Nissan, thank you so much for coming in and helping me out. I appreciate it. To all of you who liked, subscribed, and just watched. I appreciate each and every last one of you. Enjoy this landing. Wasn't that great, but enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alrighty guys, peace.